We got Ball Golf TV about discs and twigs and things. We got Ball Golf TV about discs and twigs and things. We got Grab Another Seat, Chris Wobble greeting me on the Ball Golf TV show.
About disc golf.
Welcome to Ball Golf TV, here with Oregon disc golfer Dion Arlyn. Welcome, Dion.
Thank you for having me, Chris. Appreciate it.
Thanks for making the trip.
Absolutely.
Dion drove up here from Oregon just so that he could be a part of Ball Golf TV.
Yeah, I was sitting at home watching some clips and realized he didn't have any Oregon golfers on the show yet, so I figured I'd just hop in the van and take the 4-hour ride, and here I am.
There you go. We are very special here at Ball Golf TV.
That's right.
I know Dion's he's got family here. We're at the Fort Silicon Disc Golf Course in Lakewood. He's got family, local, so he's visiting family.
Yep.
So let's get into it. Usual questions, once again. How long have you been playing?
Yeah.
How did you start?
Sure. Both those questions answered are found in the Philomath High School archives. Colin Sexton and I went to Philomath High, and then in 2003 he brought me out to Willamette Park and showed me how to play, and I was hooked immediately. At the end of our first round, I found a no-name, 4-time at that point, champion Valkyrie, and still have that disc, but that was the first disc in the first round, and I was hooked.
Yeah. It doesn't take much.
No, not at all.
I think most people that have been playing and have made it professional after the first time, they know
Yeah.
they're going to play.
Yeah.
So you've been playing professionally for how long?
2015 will be my 9th pro season, so my first full pro season was 2007.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a fun year. Rookie year, I did a couple of the NT events, did Memorial, did Masters Cup, and then I did Worlds in Highbridge, Wisconsin. Did not cash in any of those events, but overall had a pretty successful year locally in Oregon. So,
okay. Yeah. Humbling when you go out to the road.
Yeah.
As a lot of local disc golfers find out.
Yeah, Worlds was a blast. After the first day between the two pools, I shuffled into 12th place and was on the lead card in the B pool. That was really exciting. I played with Mike Randolph, Christian Dietrich, and Brett Kuntz. And then it was a slow fall from grace from there, but yeah, to 75th place. Yeah.
Okay, so a few years ago, we've played quite a few rounds of golf together, usually out here at Fort Silicon.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because if we play well, we'll end up on the same card. If we don't play so well, we'll end up on the same card.
Seems like our fates are intertwined there.
Yeah. So a few years ago, you used to use the 360 drive in tournament play a lot. I've noticed that in the past couple years, not so much. Is there a reason that you've decided not to?
Yeah, for me, I think it's just a matter of maturity and understanding that I don't need to get a hold of 100% of the shot every time to be successful on the course. Just trying to stay within myself, stay within the shot. If I know it needs to just go 450 on a slight hyzer, that's something I can do quite easily with the normal X step. So I will occasionally throw a 360 in the round when there's really nothing of consequence at stake. If it's just out in the field or one of the long holes at Milo, I might bust out a 360, but for the most part, I don't think I need it to be successful on the course.
Okay. So hypothetically, if there's a kid, let's call him Dustin.
Yeah.
If this kid likes to try and throw 360s during rounds,
Sure.
Would you tell him that he should practice that during rounds, or should that be something more for distance competitions?
Well, I'm not going to discourage any practice, but I'm going to try to make it clear what the 360 is for. I practiced it a lot outside of competitive play. I would go and throw at a field by my house for hours until my arm was numb, and that's where the distance came from. And I would use it on the course in casual play, and that's where I kind of zeroed in the accuracy. But at some point, you have to realize that it's just for fun, and then if there's something on the line for distance, it's a good tool to have, but it's not necessarily a tool you need in the bag for on the course.
Okay,
Kinda
so
golf.
not something to rely on
Yeah.
as a normal shot.
Yeah, I would tell him, looks good, keep it up, have that in your back pocket, but work more on the golf shot during a golf round.
Okay, so if your name's Dustin
Yeah.
and you're trying to throw 360s on a course, you know, use it wisely.
Yeah, maybe don't do it. This is just I'm getting from Chris.
Well, you do it more than I do.
Sure.
You're definitely a little more tuned at the 360.
Well,
So-
a few years back I did an article and about it, and kind of my pitch in the article was that if it's repeatable, then it's no different than any other shot. There's a lot more moving parts that go into the 360, which makes it much harder to be repeatable. So unless you've spent the time practicing it, it's not worth putting into the golf game. Just for distance, just for fun.
Okay, so continuing with distance, let's give one good tip on how people can improve their distance. When I give lessons, the easiest way that I have found that makes giving a lesson so much easier is when you're able to fix someone's grip.
Sure.
That's, if I'm giving a lesson and I see that the person has a problem with their grip, I know I'm going to be a hero as soon as I fix that grip.
Yep.
So other than grip, what's a good tip that someone can use to increase their distance if that's what they need?
Sure. I think it's getting people to take their mind off of the centrifugal idea of power and bring them to a more linear idea of power. You know, a lot of people tend to curl and round out their throw, where if they think about reach back, straight line, pull through on a straight line, they're going to immediately see that crisp release that in the direction that they're intending. So anything that you can do to shift them from that centrifugal motion to the more linear pulling motion is going to be beneficial.
Okay.
A couple of different, analogies that they say is like starting a lawnmower. So you're ripping, using your muscle group here. Every now and then I'll say load the cannon. So if you've got your disc, you've got your reach back, that's load the cannon. Then fire the cannon. So you're thinking about nice straight pull away from the target, and then a explosive motion towards the target. I think that a linear pull is going to be a better motion for beginners and amateurs to start getting used to.
Okay. Just straight back, straight forward.
Yep.
Keep it nice and easy right on that line.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you, Dion.
Absolutely,
Appreciate you joining
Chris.
me.
Appreciate you coming.
Definitely.
Yep.
So we're gonna play 3 holes, decide who gets our box for our game of bogey,
Very good.
and then we'll go over Dion's putt. Not only can he throw far, he can put the disc in the basket also.
When I need to.
Yeah. So we'll get into it.
Sounds
and
good.
we're here at some bombs, so you get to see Dion throw about 80 to 100 feet further than me.
I might even put a 360 in there for you, Chris.
There you go. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
So Dion's tip for added distance was to focus on a linear pull. Not so much wrapping around, but pulling straight through. If you have a problem where your pull is wrapping and coming away from your body, an easy way to fix that, or at least get a feel for how to fix that, is using a wall. I've got my Prodigy 400G D3 here. It's my inside disc. The drill is stand close to a wall. Give yourself a little bit of room, maybe an inch, maybe a little more when you first start, so you're not really hurting your knuckles. I give myself about an inch if I do this. Reach back, straight along the wall, and you should be able to pull through with room to spare. Coming out with a full pull. So there you go. There's the wall drill. Enjoy it. Watch your knuckles.
Christopher Wall. Taking a drop halfway down the fairway. He's gonna look to get up and down here and take a four. His opponent, Dion Arlyn, squarely in the middle of the fairway, looking at the easy birdie opportunity, potentially an eagle. Chris, look at that shot. Those nice wide highs there. Prodigy, D100 something. Skips close to basket. But we're in well position for up and down.
F3.
Finds a greater champion of justice. Return with us now those thrilling days of yesteryear. On the path of the thundering feet of the great horse silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Alright, nice match. Onto the putt.
Yep. So Dion got me. So he's gonna have the box when we play our game of boogie. Good work.
Very good.
Had a good set down. Yeah, that's gonna go all the way. Good job.
Okay, still here with Dion Arlyn. Go over Dion's putt. So first off, what do you putt with?
Sure. I use the Pro D Ringer by Discraft, of course. I've got a prototype in the bag currently, and then a first run edition, which I've had since 2009. This thing is pretty beat up. When you compare them, I think the beat is entirely gone off this one, but it's old, comfortable for me, so it's the main putter right now.
Okay, and why do you?
Sure.
putt
I
with
like the
Ringers?
lower profile putters. I use them for both driving off the tee and approach shots, 150 feet and in. I think a low profile has always suited me a little bit better. The taller putters, especially with lips and rims, I've had issues with, release issues with. So this just tends to fit better in my hand and get a cleaner release. So
Okay.
it's all about comfort.
Have you putted with the Ringers since you've been with Discraft? Is that your putter of choice?
They weren't made when I switched over in 2009, so I had a Challenger, a stiff Pro D Challenger that I used for the first season, and that was good. In the summer, I think these may have come out either in the summer of 2009 or in summer of 2010, but when they did, I switched to them because I liked low-profile putters. So very happy when they came out.
A little cleaner release for you.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go over your putt. Go
Sure.
ahead and walk us through your putt, pre-putt routine, what you do when you approach your lie.
Yep.
Just run us through Dion Arlyn's putt.
So, I'm approaching the lie. One of the things that I think has helped me in tournament putting has kind of removed the context of the shot. Any putt is just like any other putt. If you can make a 30-footer at home in your living room, you can make a 30-footer out on the course when you're going for the win. So kind of remove the context of the situation and just look at it as any other putt. Step up. I always have both of them in my hand. That's just a habit from practice putting. Line it up. Get a few tosses, get the hand warmed up. And once it's go time, kind of set the feet, draw in, and then try to explode towards the basket. Try to just get a nice straight line and extension towards the basket. If I finish, if I'm committed to the stroke, the hand is going to be up and pointing into the basket.
Okay. So when you give it some throws, I do something similar also. I spin it.
Yep.
And that to me keeps the grip loose.
Yep.
Keeps good contact with the disc. Is there a reason other than that you would just get a feel for your disc?
No, I'm right there with you. I think it's just kind of getting the texture, getting the right balance of, oh, that's a little sticky, kind of keep it moving. Or like, oh, that's a little dry, do what you got to do. Just finding the right texture so that you're not stuck on the disc when it comes to the point of release.
Yeah, keep your grip a little bit released,
Yeah.
so that way you can have good contact and still have a good loose, relaxed grip.
Yeah.
And a clean release.
Yeah, relaxation is key. You want to focus at the moment of release, but everything up into that and everything after that should be pretty nice and relaxed.
Okay. So pretty straightforward.
Yep.
What's a couple tips that you would give a player who's struggling to find their putt or looking to improve their putt?
I don't think there's any big secret. You just got to put in the time. If you aren't practice putting, you aren't practicing, and you shouldn't expect to be a better putter without putting in the repetitions. Beyond that, just kind of committing to the idea of being better and putting in the repetition. I think finding a putt that is repeatable, that goes in, isn't just kind of floating and flopping and hoping, but direct to the chains. Something that isn't going to be situational based. Like I see putters who do a lot of straddle putts and then they have kind of a nice high lofty putt, and that might be great for wide open, but if you are in a tournament, you're only going to get a wide open putt, 3 out of 5 putts. So you need to have a putt that you can use in multiple situations, and you should practice putts in multiple situations. Just generally feel comfortable doing different styles of putting.
Okay. And I've noticed your putt, like you said, basically keep it simple.
Sure.
So keep your putt simple. Dion's putt is very simple. He's straight back, he's straightforward right at the basket, basically.
Yep.
Go ahead and show us your putt one more time.
Sure.
And you can see, as he approaches, gets a good base, get his weight transfer ready, and he's straight back, he's straightforward. That's basically how you want to putt. Keep it simple, throw it at the basket. If you're having troubles, throw it at the basket.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Put in the chains.
There you go. So that's Dion's putt. We're gonna get into our game. Dion's got the box.
All right.
Because he throws really far.
Had to use the distance in the in the game to get the control of the box. So.
Yeah, good work. So thank you
All
much.
right. Thanks, Chris.
We'll get into it.
Good.
So, it is true. He is a ninja. He does have a gorilla boy bag. And he's gonna make my large, out of shape self climb up this silly tree.
All right, anywhere from up here is good. game?
That's game.
Good work, sir.
There you
Nice
go.
putting.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, here with Dion Arlyn. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me,
Definitely
Chris.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. Appreciate you having me up.
So there you go. So we got a Ball Golf TV shirt. Leave card on the back.
Woohoo!
Yeah, thanks for making the trip. Once
Thank you,
again,
sir.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
There you go, Dion Arlyn. You want to shout out any sponsors?
Absolutely. Discraft, Paragon, and Gorilla. 3 best sponsors a boy could ever want.
There you go. Ball Golf TV.
We got Ball Golf TV about discs and twigs and things. We got Ball Golf TV about discs and twigs and things. We got Grab Another Seat, Chris Wobble greeting me on the Ball Golf TV show.
About disc golf.